Well guys, I got a video here that should show everyone the utter stupidity of mainstream media tosspots like Andrew Marr. This one features Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols telling Marr that the mass importation of immigrants has created division and stopped integration before Andrew Marr makes himself look like a prat.
So catastrophically disappointing. A lot of this tour that I'm doing will be in seaside towns. And I mean, they really indicate how run down Britain has become. Those used to be fantastic places when I was a kid. Mum and Dad would drag us off there for what felt like hours in a traffic jam. But it was absolutely great. It was working class people throwing sand at each other.
Yeah.
It was vibrant.
And it's not
like
so vibrant now, is it? No.
No, it seems to be full of what they term prospective immigrants, which are really like illegals. Not being cared for properly, but then shouldn't have been accepted in such vast numbers because it's created a real animosity in communities. The division, when you import so many people with a completely different point of view, they're not going to adapt to yours. They're going to stay and bring the problems that they're allegedly escaping from with them.
John, what is the difference? Because after all, if I could put it this way, we imported the Lydens. We imported your lot from Ireland as well. You were part of, the Irish migrant group in North London.
Yes,
so,
and my mum and dad... And the first thing my mum and dad ever would tell me when I was very young is, "You're British now, be British and be proud of it."
Yeah.
Most excellent advice, and I've followed through. Of course, I have derogatory comments on the way the royal family is being manipulated. But as human beings, I've got no problems with them at all. In fact, I feel sorry for them.
So there he rightly points out the utter decline of our coastal towns, while also pointing out the fact they're becoming full to the brim with illegal immigrants. That pisses off the locals and makes already run-down towns more of a cesspit than they ever could have been. I myself have actually seen this and heard about it from people I know who live on the coast, so I do make him 100% right there. Yes, seaside towns have been in decline for a while now, but 20 years ago the immigrant cause decline was limited to London and other cities. Now it's infecting small towns around the country as hotels on the coast look for easy off-season money, housing cockroaches that the Home Office literally sends there daily. This, as you know, causes massive community division, as the numbers being imported over here means the third worlders can create their own communities outside of the locals, and that, as we've seen with the Rochdale rape gangs, is never a good idea, is it? Of course though, Andrew Marr, being a former BBC Ponce, he couldn't sit there and take the truth that importing the third world makes you the third world, and so desperately tried to lump the Irish in with the third worlders.
John, what is the difference? Because after all, if I could put it this way, we imported the Lydens. We imported your lot from Ireland as well. You were part of, the Irish migrant group in North London.
Now yes, us Brits and the Irish have fell out over the years, leading to various conflicts and all that, but we do share a common history and culture, as where the same cannot be said for the Middle East or bloody Africa, can it? Shit, Ireland's literally attached to the United Kingdom for fuck's sake, while Africa and the Middle East are what, thousands of bloody miles away? Comparing the two is as ridiculous as it gets, and to be honest, the historic immigration to this country is not really the problem here, is it? No, the problem is the recent import started by Tony Blair but really ramped up by the corrupt Tory party over the past decade. This is the real problem that he's talking about, which does make me laugh, as Johnny Rotten's an immigrant first to here and then over to America, and as many probably said would be considered left-wing in normal times. Of course, a former BBC act working for LBC is never going to admit that he's right, is he? So instead we get the bullshit comparison between parasites from half the world away and our Irish neighbours. This is why Andrew Marr is nothing but a disingenuous snivelling shitweasel like all media scumbags are. And as I said with Emily Makepeace getting roasted by MTG the other day, you can take the tosspot out of the BBC, but you can't take the BBC out of a tosspot.
Pandemic.
Where